this guy's got a C8 and he's got a 458 behind it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Caleb, and today we're gonna do something kind of different on the channel. I've never done this before, but a lot of you have probably seen these on the internet. They are turbo whistles for your exhaust that just go in the back, and they go like, they kind of clip onto your exhaust system, and they're supposed to sound like an actual turbo. But before we get into this video, I'm at the car wash right now. Actually, this car needs a wash really bad. It's very dirty. It's so hard to keep this car clean. I drive it and then every couple days it gets dirty, or maybe the roads are a little wet. Well, before we get into this video, I had a couple things to say. First off, thank you so much for 300 subscribers. It really means a lot to me, and you know, it's great that I can get out there and meet some of you and talk to some of you, and you know, talk to you in the comment section and everything like that. It's awesome. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Let's get up to 1,000 subscribers. And number two, I did my first mod on this Z06 today. We have this cool little tag here with my YouTube name on it. It took me forever to get this sticker straight on here. It was so, like, I was paranoid making sure it was like on the right area. So yeah, let's get this thing cleaned up. So I'm not taking this through the actual car wash. I'm taking this through the touchless car wash. And sometimes I wash it myself, but I mean, just for how fast this car gets dirty, it gets annoying. Like, I'm not trying to wash this thing myself like every week, and it's cold outside, and I really just don't want to deal with that right now. So I'm just gonna give this thing a quick wash, you know, touchless. It's not gonna scratch the paint or anything. It's not gonna be perfect, but I mean, it'll do for now. It's gonna get dirty again anyways. It doesn't need to be super detailed yet. But another thing I wanted to say is that I haven't been posting in about like 2 weeks, so I did want to apologize for that. It's finals right now with school, and I was spending a lot of time with finals, making sure I was getting good grades and everything like that. So I wasn't able to film for the last 2 weeks, so I do want to apologize for that. But don't you worry, the videos will be coming as soon as possible, every single day, as much as I can, all for you. So what we purchased was the $9, it only cost $9 to go in this thing and clean it up for a little bit. The one we got, it was like the best one you can get. It's up there. I don't know if you can read that, but it says regular wash, spot-free rinse, underbody flush, clear coat, blow dry, polyfoam conditioner, high pressure, bug repellent, and then the Johns repel, like special whatever. But it's honestly cool that we can get the undercarriage of this, because this car gets like a bunch of dirt and crap that gets kicked up under it that I really can't reach. So it's nice that we have that. All right, this is much better. Whoa! Oh, that was a GTR. Right next to that Challenger. All right, this is much better. It's not perfect, but you know, it is what it is. It's whatever. I'm kind of particular about my cars, so let's get inside here. I like my cars to be really clean. Like I don't want to get it dirty or in the rain or anything if it's clean. But once it's like dirty, once it's like a little bit dirty, once I drove it in the rain once or twice, like I don't care if it gets more dirty. Like I want to drive it as much as I can. If it gets a little dirty, like whatever. But it is definitely a pain to clean something, especially something like this that like you can't take this through the normal wash. You're just gonna scratch it. And I've been a little bit like, I know I'm gonna detail this and get the paint ceramic coated, professionally done, everything, get it all cleaned up and nice. And once it's like that, I'll probably be a lot more particular about it. But I mean, right now, you know, I'm here to drive it and have fun. If it gets a scratch here or there, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, I'll do everything I can to make sure that doesn't happen, but you know, whatever. So here's the plan. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to my place. We are going to check out those turbo whistles. I got 2 of them. Both are, so this has 4 exhaust ports, but there's only going to be 2 of them because right now the car has the butterfly valve flap fuse pulled on it. So basically the exhaust only runs out of the center 2 exhaust right now. That's why I only got 2 of them. So we're going to check those out. First, we're going to get some bass numbers to see, or I guess bass sound to see what it sounds like first. and then we're gonna put them on and see if it makes a difference, see if we can hear it. I really don't know. I have no idea what's gonna happen. So let's find out together. Another thing too, I noticed that I say a lot that my goal is, if you've been kind of following this channel, I say a lot that my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I've never really told you guys why. So at 1,000 subscribers, once you have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and 4,000 watch hours, so like 4,000 hours of your content has been played, YouTube will start paying you. Now, I'm definitely like, I don't film these car YouTube videos like for the money. Like, I enjoy the car community, I enjoy cars and being around them and just in this atmosphere. But it would be like, as you can imagine, I have a large amount of bills car related, and it would be nice to make a dent in that with these YouTube videos. Obviously at 300 subscribers, like, I don't make any money from these videos. I so far on my channel, I've got about 120 videos. Like, I haven't made a dime off of anything, and like, that's okay. I love this, but like, yes, it would be nice to like maybe pay for my gas or make a dent in insurance or things like that. So that's kind of why I set that $1,000 goal, is to finally like be able to make money off of ads on YouTube. So, you know, just a little FYI on that one. Now we're gonna do a second gear pull. That was really quick. So we just passed the gas station right there. I don't think you guys can see that on camera, but gas is $1.36 a gallon, which is like crazy cheap here in Michigan. I heard there was this one place around here too that had gas for under $1 a gallon. So like, yeah, the economy's like crashed, but man, gas prices are great. All right, so I also have a story with this car. So the other day I was driving and I had a message pop up on my screen here, and it said AC off, engine hot. And I was like, oh no, this is not good. My engine's overheating and I don't know what to do. So I instantly pulled over, and I was checking all my you know, all of my temperatures and everything, my oil temp, my fluid temp, everything, just making sure everything was okay. And I was still getting this message, but for my coolant gauge, yeah, I was checking my coolant temperature and it just said XXX. There was no like, it wouldn't read the temperature, and my check engine light flicked on in the process of this. So right now I have a check engine light. When I was, and then so my coolant like temperature gauge was not working, so I just kind of assumed that it was just, you know, the sensor that went out, nothing, no big deal. But the other day when I was driving, it flicked on, or the coolant temperature started working again, and I could actually read what the temperature was, and that message wasn't coming up. So I think my sensor's just going bad, and my check engine light is still on, and I can't read the code because right now the code reader that I have is actually like a Ford. It's a Ford one for my Mustang because it was like a tuner, and it only works on Ford, so I can't read this. So I'm just kind of assuming that's what's happening, but I also can't go in. I want to take this thing into the shop. I want to get a few, you know, quick things done. It needs an oil change. I got to get that thing checked out. Just a couple small things, but I can't do that right now because of the coronavirus has everything shut down. So that's what's going on. So I just had this mysterious check engine light going on. All right, so here's what we have. This is the turbo whistle that we got online. I got two of them, just like this. It's basically just a big whistle. You know, it just sounds like a whistle. And I don't know how this is supposed to make a turbo sound, but this goes right in here. Because of the flaps, I gotta kind of put this in sideways so it fits all the way, but it basically just goes right like that. And then the exhaust comes out and it makes a whistle sound. But first, I'm gonna get some baseline sounds so that you guys know what it sounds like beforehand. So I reviewed the footage and that actually sounds really, really good. I'm surprised. This car also shakes a lot when I rev it. So we're gonna do two more kind of baseline areas. I'm gonna hook this GoPro to the side here so we can get like a driving sound, and I'm also gonna do a couple of flybys. pulled into this sub because we were gonna get a drive-by of a couple of cars. And dude, look at these freaking cars in the driveway, bro. This guy's got a C8 and he's got a 458 behind it. I'm pretty sure that might be a 488. I don't know my Ferraris very well, so don't chirp me too bad in the comments. But dude, that white looks amazing on that C8. Oh my gosh, that's so sick. What? That's so cool, dude. Wow. We also got another old Ferrari over here. Look at this thing. I'm guessing this is like an 84 maybe? That thing is so sweet. Everybody's got their nice cars out today. Wow, that's so cool. All right, so we're back at my house now. We got a couple baseline pulls. I actually had a problem while I was filming this. I switched over to a second SD card because this one was full, and for some reason it wasn't recording properly, so I had to reshoot a couple things. But other than that, we're back here, and here's how these work. They basically stick into your exhaust. This big part goes straight in there, and then they kind of bolt down a little bit. But I don't want to scratch my exhaust, so I got over here, I cut out some pieces of cardboard from a Pop-Tart box. I'm gonna put this under here so it doesn't scratch it, so it's just pressing on the cardboard instead of the actual metal. All right, so we got them on finally. They kind of fit really weird because of those flaps in there that kind of had to go on a slight angle. But yeah, it doesn't need to be perfect. These are definitely not going to be a permanent mod. So let's start it off and see what it sounds like. All right, so obviously those fell off. They weren't tight enough. It's kind of hard because these exhaust tips are angled. So like, these aren't meant to fit on an angled tip like that. So I'm gonna see what I can do here, see how I can fix this. Take two. Couldn't hear much of anything from inside the car, so we're gonna put a GoPro on the back here facing towards the exhaust so you can hear it right there while we're at high RPMs. Can't hear much in the car, but I'm sure from the outside you can hear a lot. So we're back now after a few test runs, and you can actually hear it a lot more than I thought you would. You can't hear it very well in the cabin. At about 3,000 RPMs is when kind of the sweet spot between when the exhaust noise just starts to take over and when you can actually hear it. It just kind of sounds like a consistent whistle. But from the outside, you can actually hear it from pretty far away. Like it's a substantial difference. It probably helps that we have two of them, and not necessarily when you're like ripping on it, because the exhaust gets louder and it kind of drowns out the noise. But no, at like 3,000-4,000 RPMs, you know, it sounds kind of like a turbo whistle, not gonna lie. So maybe you're faced with the decision: should I spend $400 on an eBay turbo kit, or get this for $20? It's pretty much the same thing. So yeah, I would say my review of this, 10 out of 10 for what it is. I don't think I would actually put this on my car to make it sound like a turbo. I would actually get a turbo. But yeah, let me know what you think of this. Did it sound like a turbo to you? What do you think? Maybe you want to see something different in the future. Comment some video ideas down below of what you guys want to see. I would love to hear all of your opinion. So thanks so much for checking this out. Please hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. I love you all. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.